Hello everyone, good day. Welcome to the world of science. So now we will discuss all about physical and chemical properties of a material. So properties of matter, words to know. Matter. What is matter? So matter is anything that has mass and takes up space. So you may have observed that some materials around you undergo changes. So matter is anything that has mass and takes up space. So these are anythings that has mass and space. So what is a mass? Mass is a measure of how much matter is in an object. So it refers to how much matter or how much the thing is in an object. So how about weight? What is weight? So weight is a measure of the force of gravity on an object. How about volume? So what is a volume? So volume is the amount of space that matter occupies. Then density. So what is density? It is the measurement of how much mass of a substance is contained in a given volume. Mass over volume. So to find out the density, the formula is density is equals to mass divided by volume. So the states of matter. So there are different states of matter. No, not like Texas, Oklahoma, New Mexico. States of matter are also known as phases. So it is just like a joke that when we say states, it is not when we say state, it is not, or we are talking about the states of matter and not the states of America. So states of matter are also known as phases, or when we say states, it is synonymous with the word phases or stages. So a physical state of matter. So elements and compounds can move from one phase to another phase when special physical forces are present. So there are three major states of matter. So these are the solid, the liquid, and the gas. So the fourth phase of a matter is the plasma. So when we say solid, these are the things that we can touch, or these are the things that has mass and weight. Okay, and also of course space. When we say liquid, these are the things that cannot be touched. Okay, just like the water, any kind of liquid. So these are the things that cannot touch, but they have volume. So the gas, these are the things that we cannot see. So those are the states of matter. So freezing point, the temperature at which a liquid changes into a solid. So everything around us undergoes changes at certain conditions, even those that seemingly do not change. So freezing point, these are the temperature which a liquid changes into a solid. So for example of this is when we made an ice tubig or ice tubig. So when we put the ice tubig in a freezer on a ref, so after a few hours, it formed a solid. So the ice. From ice tubig to ice. From liquid to solid. So the boiling point. So the boiling point of an element or compound means the temperature at which the liquid form of an element or compound is at equilibrium with the gaseous form. So the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. So when we say boiling point, it is equals to 100 degrees Celsius. The heat, the maximum heat, the maximum boiling point. So if there is a boiling point, there is also a melting point. So the temperatures at which the solid form of the element or compound is at equilibrium. When I say equilibrium, it means that it means balance. So with the liquid form. So basically, the range at which the solid changes its state into a liquid. So just like I've mentioned ago, that from liquid, the ice too big, then going to solid, it became an ice. So here, vice versa, the ice melts. It it goes back to an ice too big. So when the ice is going out of the ref or freezer. So the melting point of water is 0 degrees Celsius. So as what I've said or as what I've mentioned, the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius or the heat of the water, while the melting point or the coldness of the ice is equal to 0 degrees Celsius. So compound. So a substance made of two or more elements chemically combined in a set of ratio. When we say compound, it is the combination of two elements. So for example, the water and the salt. So water is a kind of element. Also, the salt is another kind of element. They are combined. That's what we call the compound elements or the combined in our set of ratio. So coffee and water, then just like that. So all substances have properties, including people. So example, people can be identified by their face. For example, when we are referring to face, the shape of the face of the people, their expressions, their facial expressions, their gestures. Okay, so the voice. So some people have a very loud voice. Some people have low voice. So that's we can distinguish. Those are the characteristics or the factor that we can identify people. So how about the height? So of course, there are people who are tall, 5'6", above, 5 and above, are those people in the standard height. So some people, 5 below, they are what we called small. Okay. Next, the fingerprint. So that's why in the national ID or in the NBI, people can be identified using their fingerprints. So fingerprints are one or is one of the important elements or the important properties to identify people. Then how about the eye color? So that's it. So we Filipinos are we have normal eyes that are brown or black, but in the other country, um, some people there have blue eyes, so something like that. So we can identify people through the color of their eyes. So also the hair color. So we can also identify people who has hair color. So most especially the normal color of their hair. So we Filipinos, we have a black color or we have black hair color. So the Americans, some Americans have brownish color or something like that or any other color. But today, because of the inventions or the the modern world, so hair color, even though Filipinos can also have um, a red, green, brown, um, any other that they want to apply in their hair. So also their teeth. So the teeth. So using their tooth, people can also be identified, just like um, when solving a crime and the person can be identified who is she or who is he. So most especially when something happened to him or her, just like in a burn in house burning or something like that, so they can also use their teeth. Then the DNA. So DNA can be used to identify people. So that would be all for today. Goodbye.